AM 570, LA Sports.
The Clippers, who are playing so well, the Clippers, who are so good that they don't have to win. They are so good that winning doesn't matter. They don't have a traditional approach. They have all their players in a cloud, like a basketball academy, and then they pull down certain players to play in every game, and everybody loves watching how it goes down. It's so much fun to follow this team, and everybody's in a great mood. And, man, that organization, like not the basketball side, but the side.
You're talking about front office, marketing, PR.
Yeah, man, do they do a great job taking care of their partners on TV and radio. What a group of stand-up folks. Let's go sail with the Clippers into the sunset of an NBA championship. Man, are they coming through on their promise to win this year?
I believe we just sailed into a jetty. I think that's what just happened. We are taking on water. The boat is sinking. The Clippers have lost 4 straight.
It's listing.
Okay, it's listing. And it's listing and it's trending towards sinking is what's happening right now. It is not. It is
pride before the fall, Matt. Pride before the fall.
Have opted to approach the NBA season as though we are 65 games in, and they have to rest their players prior to the start of the postseason, as opposed to their players having just been rested for 6 months, as they did not even participate in anything beyond the play-in campaign for the 2022 NBA postseason. It is a show up in your underwear, and we'll either hand you a uniform or we'll hand you a suit.
Look, they're
That's what's happening.
operating at a higher level. You
They're playing
can't possibly – yeah, it's like Andrew Friedman. They're doing things in a way that you can't possibly understand. But they're so advanced, much more advanced beyond Andrew Friedman and what the Dodgers do. The Clippers are so advanced that they don't even need to win to be successful, because you look at the guys on the bench and you say, well, look at those guys on the bench with the Jesus piece on and the sweet Balenciaga jacket and things of that nature.
They look good.
They
Can't
look
argue
great.
with that. Can't argue with that.
And that's what the people want to see. They want to see potential on the bench.
Well, we hear so much about their new arena that will be opening, I think, somewhere inside of 10 to 12 years. And when that opens, let me tell you, it's going to be a reset. You're going to have to try to keep up with the Joneses, you know?
Yeah, they have a deal, a contract with Mayor Butts. And the arena can only open after 40,000 tires are destroyed trying to drive through Inglewood.
Road screws and nails.
By screws and nails and shrapnel from building that monstrosity, whatever it is going to be. At least no one was going to Inglewood other than the people of Inglewood, and God bless them. We are your Inglewood show of record. Morningside Monday, Inglewood Sentinel Tuesday. These things are documented.
That's what we do.
Come on. But no one was going to Inglewood when they were building SoFi. I mean, maybe to church at the Forum, or you go see Eddie Vedder or something. But people weren't blowing tires like an F1 race. But this thing is just too much, Matt. And once they get that 40,000 tire blowout, then Mayor Butts is going to bring the scissors, and he's going to cut the giant Clipper ribbon.
Ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah.
Fred will be there.
Gillian's going to run through the ribbon like a Kenyan finishing a marathon. It's going to be special.
For a team that was favored by Las Vegas to win the NBA championship, certainly the approach that the Clippers, Ty Lue, Larry Frank, Michael Winger, just to play the game of name soup, have opted to the path they've opted to walk to start this NBA season has been a curious one, to say the least. Back-to-back losses to Oklahoma City last night, being humiliated at home, and tonight, P, a Halloween contest against a Rockets squad that is not very good, yet who knows who's going to be out there? Who knows?
I mean, the first game, if you thought the first game was weird, where Kawhi kind of played at the middle of the second quarter and then kind of played throughout, and everybody's like, wow, that's weird, but I'm sure it'll settle down. That was the most normal they've been this entire season, the first Clipper game. And that means, Matt, because the Lakers won last night, and I'm sure we'll discuss that.
We always focus on the negative, right? We can't focus on the positive. The Lakers are now 1-5, gee darn it. And we just right by it.
You're right. We're not cool. That is something to celebrate, and we have to do it, even though the Clippers have won. We have to do it we've got to move the Win Watch from one side of the hall to the other.
This is Win Watch.
Has to be done.
Right down that secret tunnel. That Chris Paul tried to negotiate to get into a fist fight before the authorities were able to slow him down.
Follow me to freedom.
That's right. Follow me to freedom, Charlie.
It's the same kind of tunnel that they dug in Vic's butthole to reattach it on Friday. Yeah!
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right.
English coming this way, Matt. The French coming on the other side. And then they meet right in the middle. They build the tunnel, and then the train comes through. And that train is Vic's feces.
I follow you.
We're so happy. We're so happy for Vic.
The Clippers at 2-4. The Lakers at 1-5. The Rockets, whom the Clippers host tonight, are 1-6. Golden State is not in the playoff picture with a season to end today with their 3-4 record. Nor are the 76ers, the Miami Heat, the Brooklyn Nets. The script has been flipped in the NBA at the early goings of this season, but there's nothing quite as disappointing or as upsetting.
We flipped the Win Watch.
Well, we did. We flipped the Win Watch script. Exactly right.
This is Win Watch.
Now attached to the Clippers, who have dropped 4 in a row and host the 1-6 Rockets tonight. I saw their plane parked at that fancy Atlantic terminal there at LAX when I got in late last night and was driving home on the 105. That's impressive. Private plane with the Rockets logo there right on the tail. You're like, that's a team that's going somewhere.
Well,
classy.
The space program and all that. It
right?
can't be called the Rockets and roll up in a prop, and land it in the middle of
the in Hawthorne. No, we're flying into Hawthorne. We're good.
It's catch-22.
Exactly.
But, Matt, we have a big event that we want to promote. We have a great day coming up on Thursday. BJ's Restaurant and Brew House in Burbank. I guess we figured out logistically how to do it with Gary and Shannon to where all of our listeners will be comfortable.
We've made an agreement.
Yeah, and you are required to come on out.
We have authored an agreement. Both parties have come to a consensus, to a middle ground. Gary and Shannon will take the restaurant portion of the BJ's Restaurant and Brew, the restaurant portion, I should say, of the BJ's Restaurant and Brew House in Burbank. We will take the brew house portion of the BJ's Restaurant and Brew House in Burbank. So do not be alarmed that some newsies are going to be occupying those high tops or bellied up to the oak. We're not going to allow it to happen.
Well, just embrace the weirdness of the news people because we took steps to avoid too much interaction.
They get the staging. We get the bar. That's the trade-off. They get the fashion. We get the function.
I'm there to use the full bar anyway.
And that's what we're going to do. And we would expect you to join us. It was a bang-up time last time we were in Burbank. It's very hard for me to remember. I think it was 2 weeks ago. It was such a long time ago when we last frequented an area where people would want to get off work early or make a point to come see one of their favorite radio shows live. So to be back, 2 weeks later, really servicing the area. And the folks at BJ's, we can't thank them enough because we had such a great time last time. Why not do it again some 14 days later? That's the plan for this Thursday from 2 to 5 p.m. going into Thursday Night Football.
Nobody does a better job at going right back to the place we already were for no great reason than the Petros Money Show and our awesome crack salespeople. Yes, Kate.
Yes, Kate.
Since I missed out on all those scam shows with Steve Sachs because the Dodgers got bounced in the NLDS, I'm thinking to make a little extra money, I might do a little PMS Uber, since parking's tough. Just let me know where you're at in the vicinity, and I'll come pick you up, and I'll drive you over and drop you off.
See, I thought, Kate, you were going to say you were going to Vinny Bonsignore it, and that is order like 6 meals to go right before the show is over, and then you walk out double-fisted with a whole, like, $200 worth of food, like, ha-ha. Who got over on BJ's now?
Well, it's
this guy.
It's 4 entrees and 2 Pizookies to go, please.
That's right.
I would like to make a quick announcement, Matt. I just got a text because, some people are sending texts in that say, what, slow sports day? You guys are already talking about playoff eligibility for the NBA in October and all this. It's like, no, but we needed to. We needed to switch the Win Watch, okay?
That's ultimately what happened.
Like when you go into your vacation home in Nantucket, if you're more successful than us, then the first thing you do is you go in and you turn on the water heater. or you turn on the Tesla charger or whatever. So we had to move the Wind Watch. That was our first order of business.
This is Wind Watch.